Longitude, enhancing the wagering experience through superior technology. This video will give you an overview of the powerful Longitude technology and some of the benefits it can bring to the wagering experience. Longitude uses cutting-edge computing technology along with our patented single-pool wagering calculations to generate fair and accurate odds when different wager types are combined into one large pool. This not only aggregates liquidity in a way that results in more stable odds, it also allows for the introduction of new bet types, without the need to fragment liquidity by creating new pools. To illustrate how the Longitude system views an event, let's take a look at a 3-horse race. In this race, there are 6 possible outcomes, 6 possible permutations of the finishing order. Every bet type can be represented by a subset of these possible outcomes. For example, a wager on the blue horse to win would be represented by outcome 1 and by outcome 2, because both of these outcomes have that horse winning the race. This wager on the blue horse to win would be allocated in part to outcome 1 and in part to outcome 2. If one of those 2 component outcomes is more heavily bet upon than the other, Longitude will allocate to that outcome a larger proportion of the win wager in our example. This ensures that, regardless of which of the 2 component outcomes is the result of the race, the payout on a wager for the blue horse to win will remain the same. Similarly, a bet on the blue horse to place would be allocated across outcomes 1, 2, 3, and 5, because these are all of the outcomes in which the blue horse finishes first or second. Someone wagering on the orange, green, blue trifecta would have his money allocated entirely to outcome 6, as this is the only outcome that represents the very specific race result that has been wagered upon. Using the wagers that have been placed, Longitude assigns a probability to each possible outcome of the race. These probabilities are used to determine what proportion of each wager is allocated to the various outcomes of which it is comprised. These probabilities also form the basis for the odds and payouts. Although increasing the size of the race increases the number of possible outcomes exponentially, Longitude uses cutting-edge computing power to scale these calculations to handle very large races. Longitude can scale these calculations to include many different race participants and the numerous resulting possible outcomes. Traditional tote boards and betting terminals display only a limited amount of information for each race. Online betting sites provide some additional data, but odds are still not displayed for the majority of bet types. One of the most exciting benefits of the Longitude technology and single pool wagering is that it introduces a new level of transparency. As you can see from the Longitude tote board, odds can be displayed for every bet type. Odds are available for all bet types, including exotic bets found throughout the world like trifectas, trios, and quinellas. In summary, 3 major benefits that single pool wagering brings to the horse racing and sports betting industries are: an aggregation of liquidity that results in more stable odds, the flexibility to offer new bet types without the need to fragment liquidity by creating new wagering pools, and an unprecedented level of transparency that comes from the ability to display odds on all bet types. Longitude, enhancing the wagering experience through superior technology.